Good evening. Tonight's video is all about raising yourself out of pain, raising yourself out of a reality that feels like hell, and elevating and uplifting yourself into a new reality that feels really good and feels happy and feels like the life you really want to live. And this video is about reclaiming your will to live. And having tools that can help you quickly change your state of being, change your emotional and spiritual state. And it's like a radio station, we can change the station and we can change our reality. And just like the way we can tune our radio, we can tune ourselves to a different frequency. And while we're all in this reality together, we are each living our own individual reality. And it all stems from our thoughts. And our thoughts have so much power, and they dictate so much of our life. And really, frequency is everything. If we're living from a place of fear, a place of pain, a place of just fear and anxiety and pain and insecurity and self-loathing, and that is just going to create a completely different reality than somebody who is living from a place of trust, of loving themselves, of seeing the beauty in everything, or finding the beauty, having gratitude in their hearts. It's like it's two different worlds. And someone could be living in heaven on earth while someone could be living in hell on earth. So we actually really have the power through our thoughts to create our own reality in what we give attention to. Where attention goes, energy flows. And I just love that expression because it is so true. Where we focus our energy on and what we focus our energy on, that is what will be reflected back to us. And when we focus on the good, even in a very dismal situation, even when it doesn't seem like there's anything good, there is always something that can be focused on that is good. And there's always something to be grateful for. And from that place, more and more can bloom and blossom. And then it's like we're cultivating this whole new reality. So the first tool in the toolbox to feeling better and feeling good is changing and controlling your thoughts. When we can control our thoughts, we can control our life, we can change our reality. Then we can start cleansing our body, which cleanses our mind, which purifies our body and our mind. And we start moving higher on the tone scale. We start moving higher on the frequency scale. And this is law of science. So just something to think about is retuning yourself constantly to a different vibration that feels better for you, even when it's super challenging, even when you're faced with trial after trial. Like finding that inner strength to just see why all this is happening to you. Maybe God is holding you to a way higher standard than you're holding yourself to. And He's trying to elevate you into the highest version of yourself. And sometimes that can be a super painful process. I know I've been really feeling it in 2020. It's like a lot of painful and challenging experiences. But when we take the lesson, there is just so much there, and there's so much room to grow, and there's so much room to ascend, and it doesn't have to be a long process. We can create a new reality in any moment, and it starts with changing our thoughts and changing our vibration, and we each have unique ways of doing that, but through being conscious of your thoughts. And as soon as, dark thoughts come up, negative thoughts come up, you don't give attention to them. You be mindful and you stay still, and in your stillness, you let it pass and you refocus to something positive. You retrain your brain to stop stressing about things you can't control. You retrain your brain to start focusing on your beauty, on your gifts, on your light, on your love, on your purpose here on earth, because it's deep and we're all, this world is so much deeper than we see and feel on the day to day. And when you start connecting with your life's purpose and you start connecting with your true self and your vision for your highest self, what that looks and feels like, you can start taking actions towards becoming that. So this is something I'm reminding myself of tonight, and I hope that it can reach someone out there who's really feeling lost right now. Just be still and ask your higher soul and God, um, a higher consciousness and a higher power to guide you to your highest self and to what you need to be doing, and give you a vision of what your highest self looks and feels like. Because we all have it. We all could start working out, eating healthy, thinking amazing thoughts, doing all actions with intentionality, making love with a person we are in love with, having amazing sex with someone we are in love with who values us, putting foods in our bodies that nurture us and make us feel vibrant and alive, being grateful for what we have, even if it's not a lot, even if we have a roof over our head, if we have someone who loves us, if we love somebody, if we have food to eat. And it sounds cheesy, but just having an attitude of gratitude and focusing on even the littlest things can cultivate and amplify more things to come into your life that make you feel good and bring you into a different reality. So being mindful of your thoughts and taking action towards being a better version of yourself, it's just an amazing tool to start feeling better. So I'm sending you all love, healing, and we are all in this journey of life together, and it is really hard, but thank God we have these tools and these things we can tap into at any moment to change our frequency and change the way we feel about ourselves and ultimately change our reality. So I hope you all have a wonderful night and lots and lots of love.